I'm here! Oh, I'm in my From the Depths shirt. Yay! Unfortunately, not available at any store ever. If you like From the Depths, which you probably do, remember to subscribe if you're watching this later on YouTube, because subscriptions are helpful. I need to be more center. Okay. Have cup of coffee. Wow, I am wearing the merch today just to... I feel bad. This is my From the Depths mug. I have one. I have coffee already because it's my second coffee and I need it. Right. What do I want to do? I want to spam the universe. Remember to breathe, boys. Remember to breathe. If you do not breathe, you will die. And who will make the kayaks then? Ogle is spelt with one G, yes. Come, Ogle. With us. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Beautiful. Is anyone here yet? Hello? Hey! Hello, Orange. And Soup and me boy. My goodness, that thing on screen exploded. My word. Do. Right. Spam. Spam, spam. Lovely spam. Spam, spam, spam. Night World. Hello. Greetings and hello. That's a good gift. Okay, let's go here and do things. What do we need to do? Alright, so good news. Oh, that's another good gift. Damn, dude. You got the good gifts. That doesn't show up very well with the Streamlabs thing, but meh. Actually it does show up. Never mind. What was I doing? Alright. Spam. Spam, 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 spam. Spam. Spam, 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 spam. Oh. I forgot to do that. Okay, well. I am a genius. I am a genius. I am a genius. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Where'd Plutono get to? I lost it. Help! There we go. Plutono. Right. Alright, Plutono denizens and citizens and netizens. Hey, yay man! Hello! Welcome to the stream! And hello, I'm Ashi. Good people gifted me good subs. Woohoo! Okay, spam has been achieved. Plutono hub, we need that. We need the hub. We need the hub. We need the hub. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Plutono hub. And I've already checked the workshop. There's nothing new over there. But we do need to open all the spreadsheets. All of them. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Where were we? Where were we? We were... Alright, so today we're looking at... the Temple of Anubis, the Nephilim, and the Locust Swarm, and then we will have inspected all of the thrustercraft for the Stormlight Presence. And that's awesome. Right. Let us get on with it. Did I remember to pin this? I did not. Pinned! There we go. Oh, is there a reason that your CC is called PH Hub otherwise? Nope! But it's Plutono. It's Plutono, that's the name. I don't know what you're insinuating, sir. Basically the reason you think. Same reason as orange. What? Wait a minute. Was the orange... Are all the P-hubs orange? Huh? I'm confused. Anyway, what are we doing? We need to find the Temple of Anubis, the Nephilim, and the Locust Swarm. So for that, we need... What's going on here? Alright, that's what's going on here. Alright. Craft Liberty. Tono, password. Username. That I can remember off the top of my head. Excellent. Alright, so Stonelight Presence. Let's go find the thing. Temple of Anubis. Whoop. What is it? Locust Swarm. Let's find that. Download. Nephilim. And Threeple of Anubis, which is actually at the top, I think. Where the hell is it? Uh-oh. Wait, is it? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's a misspelling. It's misspelled on the spreadsheet, I think. Alright. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. I found it. Damn. That was close. I almost soiled myself. Oh no, my folders. Everyone saw my folders. Oh no. My honor has been dishonored. And that's bad. Okay, that is, like, please stop locking onto the janky as hell submarine game, I beg you. That's gonna give people seizure warning? Probably too late to say that. And then some disintegrating blocks over there. Very good. Alright. Paste. Paste, paste, paste. Paste, paste, paste. Paste, 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 paste. John, I'm afraid your craft got absolutely bodied by mine. If you want to see for yourself, I can see the craft up. But yeah, all your anti-munitions were wasted on my decoys. I don't know how I would even fix that. Makes sense. Like a lot of my designs suffered in 1v1 for being unfocused. It still wins a lot of 1v1, so good job. Thank you, good sir. Yo, that submarine ship craft is inspiring me. Yay! I really like the way you did the shielding. Wonder if I can beat that. What did you do? Okay, let us inspectinate things. We are managing to do that before the 10-minute mark, which is great. That's progress, I think? What was I doing? I was doing this. That gingerbread man haunts my dreams. Do-do. Do. Do-do. Do 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 whoop do 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 do. This is an asteroid. It is floating there. I forgot to do the poll, choosing between that asteroid and the other one. Now we do not know which asteroid is the one that will survive to be in Pluto. Hey. Okay. First thing we're looking at, Temple of Anubis. Apparently, who made this again? Hold on. Hold on a smidge. Let's go. That's probably, it'll say on the blueprint, hopefully. Alright, so go here, Temple of Anubis. Oh, right, who did this? Ah, it's Death Pancake! Hell yeah. Alright, so this is Rule of Cool. This is one of the coolest damn things in this whole custom campaign. Seriously, we're gonna get lots of screenshots of this. Look this way. Yeah, smile for the camera. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Otherwise, you 1911 of FTD. What? Who, me? You're referring to the gun, right? As for how you fix the munitions, it already does try and spell the intercept between all the targets you can see. Just like I'm guessing we need a long second after that. Yay! That's a... It's a weird but appreciated compliment. Thank you. Wait, how long has the 1911 handgun been in service? It's a stupidly long time, I think. Just like I've been in service a stupidly long time. I think it has been not quite... When did I start making FTD content? 2018, I think. Started playing FTD 2017. So it's not quite 10 years, but we're definitely getting there. This guy can see you! Cool. Alright, so we have a checklist for this. Do you use tractor beams to hold an Anubis in place? Not too expensive. Yep, by looks of it, if I had to guess... Yep, there's the docking station right down there. Okay. Hello, I am Grunt. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. I have a checklist for this exact thing. Alright, aesthetics and fleet colors. I see them. Is there enough green? There is enough green. Look at that. It has green. Splendid. Also, cunning move making the sub-object, I mean, sub-vehicle, the thing with the melee weapon, because... oh, this is so good. This is so good. I don't want to change a damn thing about this. Alright, so we've got the melee weapon, and it is silly, and that's good. That could do the trick here. I'll try to see it count with me. Okay, alright. So, aesthetics and fleet colors, bloody flawless, literally, like... no notes there. Sub-object clipping or access. Alright, so let's see here. There is... what's going on in there? Right, custom jets. It definitely has them. Right, where am I looking at? Aha, down here. What is this? Aha. Alright, so let's just see here. This can... whoops. That is rotating the thing. And if we go here... what is on either side of this? Nothing. That is a spin block. That could potentially... actually, no. That's enough clearance on basically all sides. So if we go here... we go here, let's see. Oh god. This is a stacked sub-object, unfortunately, so... and it is controlled by name change to statue, I'm guessing... let's see... alright, let's see here... right. Right, there's a lot of complicated bread on here. Alright, so... spin block, statue, and just kind of aims there. Alright, cool. Does it go for a specific angle? Let's see here. Alright, that is linked to a whole bunch of stuff I don't understand, so I'm gonna assume it's all good for clipping. We can investigate that further. Presumably built as early as 1911, just 100 though. I think the 1911 was in use in World War I. You know, now that you mention it, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? TG Anguish, but more silly. Swordman, Love Anguish. Anguish is the only time I've seen laser cutter. That is the thing, is that I keep forgetting that you can use lasers and particle cannons as melee weapons in From the Depths, because no one does that. They're just way more useful when you don't do that. Alright, let's check up here. Lots of sub... why is this double stacked? Huh, okay. Oh my word! Alright, so that is a turret. That is also a turret, which appears to be just fine. I didn't know you could do this. That's pretty cool, honestly. How do you do this? Right, so sub-object on sub-object is going to be, like, pretty nightmare clippy, but, not that much you could do about that. Ah, here's, what is that? That looks like... ah, there's single blocks here, which could just be... there's a note right there. Right, it is entirely up to Death Pancakes if he wants to do this. Here, paint this orange, and there. So usual note, materials and weapon restrictions lifted, can experiment to prove effectiveness. One of the things I would do with this, actually, is try and reduce the cost, because it is an easy design. Very cool, but the thing is, you don't want, on higher difficulties, the AI to... oh, we're running out of materials. Oops. You don't want the... what do you call it? Actually, it doesn't need material storage in the actual torso. You don't want the AI wasting materials on easy designs if you're playing on harder difficulty. That's the idea, at least. Okay, so there's that. Can optimize block count, e.g. single blocks in the elbow. The armor blocks in the elbow, and I know this thing's not that big. This thing's just generally not that big at all. Still, every little bit helps. Pack melee is a lot more usable. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's even on one of the laser turret prefabs. Nope. Okay. What else? Transparent APS clips. I don't think this has, like, any APS to speak of at all. Nope, that's just laser. And this is just particle cannon. I don't see any APS whatsoever, so skip that. Resource settings. That's full, and okay, that's all set up correctly. Jolly good. Just need to make the note. Easy design. Make cheaper where possible. Admittedly, this is a friggin'... Where are the lasers there? Is it a lasery, just lasery thing? Okay. Check. Auto propulsion. Oh yeah, resource storage levels. So we've got 170 down there, and it's... that's fine. Auto propulsion. There's only one thing for propulsion. This is an absolute cheese platter of custom jet. Yo, dude, I heard you like custom jets. Alright, let's just see here. Looks like... Yep, looks like water propulsion is not enabled. The sun on the Anubis has a laser, I think. Okay. Wait, is it? It is! Okay, that is right on the edge of like deco hiding weapons, because you can see the little laser transceiver there. Also, it's going to be really obvious when this thing opens fire that that's what it's doing. Propulsion to auto. Wee wee. Wee wee. Okay, resource repair bots. Do you have a repair? Yep, it has repair bots. And how about you, sir? None repair bots. Okay. So, that unfortunately needs to change, because that got changed. Bots need to be removed. Thank goodness that's, like, one of the easiest things to do. You just find them, and you remove them, and that's it. Okay. Functionality and combat testing. This is everyone's favorite bit. Alright. Click, click. Let's find a... Right, the rule of thumb here is generally it should be able to take on a medium Glacave design. I'm not going to worry about that too much because I am not immune to rule of cool. What is 400k thing? How 400k is this? 429. That would be the arc welder, and I just want to double check the spreadsheet. Arc welder, other notes on that. Ooh, there's a lot of... Okay, so armor needs redo, DSO... Okay, I remember this. Arc welder's not that bad. Right. Kill! Wait, the arc welder I think is a... Oh, it's a hard design. This isn't going to be a fair fight at all. Why is the laser not firing? Did it get it taken out immediately? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's evil. Okay. Yep, nope, I think functionality-wise it's fine. Bloody hell. Death pancakes, this thing might actually be kind of frightening for people. So I'm trying to remember, is that pure EMP, like, particle cannon? What are we looking at? It is set to impact. This one is set to impact. Where was the EMP? Get dunked, yeah. Hello, Azusa! How does the Anubis attack other ships other than the laser sphere? Well, that answers your question, yeah, man. We just saw some definitely worse deco hiding sunlight. Yep. The thing that uses laser is that you have to have two of them pointing at each other. Pack, you can project out to 100 meters from the lenses. Yep. I'm waiting until my wife tells me it's time for date. Jolly good. Anyway, we should unpause this. It will in fact shove you into the shadow realm if it catches you. Kinda grippy, I like it. Maybe switching damage times? I think the only thing we found it couldn't do that too was the dash because that's so goddamn fat it is significant almost. I don't know why. I don't know why, but describing a ship as fat, just, I don't know, it's just very funny to me. Whoa! Well then. Did the spin block break in here? Nope, it didn't. Get dunked on! Okay, no, this thing does not need changes, like, at all. I mean, like, apart from the ones I've just noted. Yep, material weapons restriction lifted, can experiment to prove actual, that's optional, it can optimize block count. Repair bots need to be removed. That's literally it. No, this thing's about as perfect as you can get, honestly. Also, that is a nasty, not exploit, but like, well, no, it is an exploit. Let's face it. Whoa, okay. Whoa! Whoa! Steady on there. We must... No! No, that's inappropriate! Someone clip this. That's funny. Don't... Did you see that? No! Death pancakes, you have brought me such joy. Also, hey, the lasers... Actually, the laser field of fire could be better. That is a good point. Alright. Needs improvement to access laser recommended. What did we do in life before you could stick lasers? What did we do before, I don't know, oh dear. Well, it was a valiant effort. Actually, that's a good idea as well, is like... Out of... Case it... South... Down, there we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. John Cena backflip. Yep, grippy. What's the Anubis top speed? Top speed is 87 meters per second, so it's decently fast. The Audacious is morbidly because it weighs so much. Audacious is pretty similar for a ship. First I tried to take it out, now it's trying to create a new one. US Colorado is thinner than I would like. It also didn't make the hull and sitting really basically around the block out as it is. Let's get you back up out of the water. What the hell is the armor on this, actually? It's not actually that thick. Surprising. Whee! You know what? I'm gonna remove the note about making this thing cheaper. It doesn't need it. Oh dear. Get bonked, fool. Ooh. Would you be interested in the Eternals on the Audacious on one of my holes? Okay. My goodness. This is a silly thing, but it is very good. Very good, very good. Wait, does this have a lambs? Ah, it does have rams. Oh! Wait, this is a 2-axis turret. Hold on a second. Yeah, it is. What the hell am I doing? Alright. I keep having notes on this thing, and then it's just like, nope. Needs to have ability to get out of water in case it shuts itself down. Yeah, that's it. That's basically it, really. Uh-oh. Shenanigans are happening. Shenanigan-a-ding-dong is happening. And that's terrible. Oh dear, I think the turret got taken out. Nope, never mind. Yeah, I could watch the... Whoa! Let it be known that the Anubis is very funny. And it also just killed a hard vehicle in Glacave, so it's all good. Weekend project. Oh yeah, someone needs to take off the almighty. Deco on this is me, actually. Oh, nice! I thought it looked familiar. Nice. It's very good deco work. I approve. Whee! Man, imagine if this... Okay, there's something I want to try here. I know, like, we got other stuff to look at, but this is too fun, and we deserve a treat. It's Friday! I do like the starship thingies on the blade, especially. It's really... Actually, let's zoom in on that. It is... star sign. Yeah, star sign. Yep. You kind of laugh like Nelson from the Simpsons. Really? I don't know what that sounds like. Still Thursday here. It's Friday for me, because I live in the future. New Zealand, the land of the future. This sword is a scimitar. It's a... I think it's supposed to be a Kopesh. It is kind of scimitar shaped just because it's so big. So, just in case people don't know what that is... It is... hold on, let's do... Do I want to link to Reddit? Alright, so this is what a Kopesh looks like. Ancient Egyptian, like, sickle sword, so very cool. What is happening? I look away for 1 second and you're juggling a hover tank. Where is your sense of decency? I think the Anubis is the most musical. I'd say I'm having a great time here. I'm having a wonderful time. In fact, I'm having such a wonderful time, we're gonna procrastinate a little bit. We're actually, like, on schedule, so... While the Anubis is busy... We're going to... I'm sorry, this is gonna be motion sickness as hell. Okay, then... Whee! I am typing notes. I am typing notes. If you don't like me typing notes, too bad! Too bad, I am typing notes, oh yeah. I am typing notes, oh yeah, oh yeah. Free border sing. Oh no, I could have cost people money, except it's not money. I don't know what it is. Hey, look at that, the Anubis one is like, behold the Ankh. Behold my thing. My thing! Okay, then. Mr. Steam Workshop. Please stop being slow and terrible. Okay, put on a hump, I can put over there. Delete Corpash. Hello? Hello? Sometimes Steam Workshop is just like, don't know what you want from me. Okay, the Steam Workshop, I think, is just crap the bed completely. Alright. Try this again. Try this again. Ah! Yep. Nope. Workshop is down. Crap. Ah, okay. Right. Put notes on workshop. Alright. Behold. Whoops. As with mobile, thinks if catches you in for a bit time. Do you know the kinetic debuff Gram Rams gives? I think it's a sliding scale. 500% with Gram cells and pure rail guns without any recoil absorption. Can't say I've given that much thought. There's not much point in putting, like, Gravitat and Cron Ramp. That's something I need to play with, actually. Speaking of melee craft. My silly Hugmaster 9000 uses that. Melee pack projection range via bread. Yep. How does extend melee range from close to enemy? Copesh, more like Copesh. Nice pun. Not really. I think yep, Anubis is great every time. I'm late, it looks like I missed something quite important. Death Pancakes, we frickin' love the Anubis. 504 gateway timeout. What the hell? Did Steam just crap itself? Let's check. Okay, the store still works. That's not... Ah! No! Didn't want to do that. 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 Yeah, the Steam Workshop's down. Hold on a second. Ha! Interesting. Or at least it's out in my Chrome browser. Hold on a second. Just want to check... Alright, it's not Chrome. But for whatever reason, the Steam Workshop in the browser is not accessible. Nubis dunked on the arc well that those guns are due to be re-Tetris anyway thanks to the rail bus. Same for the burst black. Okay. Alright, I'm going to... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... Oops. I'm going to do this. Your game recently visited... What the hell? Okay, from the depths. Go to the workshop. Go to the workshop. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh. Yep, nope, Steam Workshop not functional at the moment. It's crapped itself horribly. Saying against other Platonicron, just saying, but don't have two lows, got a 100 more block now to play with. Okay then, well, I'm just gonna have to remember to put the notes on the Anubis on the workshop page when the workshop is available again. Actually, hold on. What notes did I have? Alright, so... Bookmark. Okay, down there. And... Oh yeah, probably needs missile defense, honestly. Actually, I could just add that note. Let's throw this thing against something with missiles. Which means some old designs, let's face it. It's definitely not an excuse to play with this a bit more. So, Old Republic... Lamplight, Aquarius, Archimedes. Yep, Archimedes. Here we go. Well, notes were there. My internet is really spotty, so I haven't seen anything since I sent that first message. It's on the spreadsheet. It's on the spreadsheet so far. There's the usual story of material weapon restrictions are lifted, can experiment to improve effectiveness. You can optimize the block count a little bit. There are some single blocks which could be bigger blocks. Make it cheaper if you can. Repair bots need to be removed, and it needs to get out of the water. Oh, that's a decoy! Nah, it needs more missile defense. Oh, thank you. The only resources can... Oh, thank you for the hydrate I will. Archimedes, no! Oh, right, the Archimedes, I remember this. This is one of 3D Record. Oh, I'm sorry, 3D Record, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Oh, no! Anubis's head got blown off. As you can see, Anubis... As you can see by his facial expression, he is not very happy about this. Oh, man. I love a craft that's like... Just watching it do stuff is so fun. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it does need more missile defense, though. Holy, this guy's fast. Yep, he is fast. London. WTF? Wait, what? London? What about London? My goodness. This thing is goofy as hell, but at the same time, it's, like, actually quite strong. If you're a surface craft, you're in deep doo-doo. Okay, then. Yeah, it does need more missile defense. More missile defense. And that's a tall order, honestly. There we go, and... Just final check for the Steam Workshop. Nope! Steam Workshop is stuffed. Anubis charged with a knife but got beheaded instead. What about an aircraft? Good point. While we're just mucking around here... How much resources do you have? This thing probably could use more resources. Actually, hold on. How expensive is this? It's really not that expensive. It can repair the torso like multiple times in a row. Right, let's throw this against a 400k flying thing. Let's go here, thruster craft. What is the dual axe again? The dual axe is... Ah, that thing. Alright, so I think it... Oh. Oh no, this thing can fly. It can just straight up fly. Told everyone ping. Huge bounce update. Sad that Steam work crap died. Yeah, it did. Yeah, unfortunately it did. That's one good way. It's really not that interesting anyway. Well, we'll get to it. No worries. We're having fun here. I was actually wanting to throw this against the Blind Guardian, but... Uh-oh. Oh, man. Okay, so the Anubis is actually a bit of a unholy terror a little bit. It is losing. Yep, it is losing, so it is technically an easy craft. But my goodness. If it cuts the vortex in half, that's gonna be... Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Oh, this might be the best craft. As you can see by Anubis' facial expression, he is not amused by this. Oh no, there it goes. Tragedy struck. Although, bloody hell, it did... Oh well, it did about 4% damage to the vortex. Okay, we must move on. We must move on. We must move on. Okay. I just gotta remember to put the notes where Death Pancakes can easily find them. So yep, there's that. And moving on to the Nephilim. Did I put that in? Okay, good. Alright, so... Next is the Nephilim. Oh, wow! Alright, there's one of you! Oh, this is sweet. Oh, this is good. This is a medium design. Awesome. Yep, okay. Didn't know Anubis could fly. Impressive. I mean, useless against other subs of space. Possible against thruster craft and good against surface craft. Workshop is fine for John McFirst. Okay, yeah, insert that gift from Avatar where the blue guy falls off the helicopter. It's the kind of easy where it can mess you up, but it's very simple to counter. It's easy in the fact it's easy to kill. If you don't kill it, it will rip you a new butthole. Yo, who made this is goated. This, I believe, is all orange. I'm 95% sure I checked all the limbs standalone to make sure they don't clip, just advance. Brother, who are these people making these guys? That's beautiful. We've got some amazing people working on Platono. And just people in general in the From the Depths community are just so good at what they do. But we got to do the inspection. Frame it perfectly. Frame it perfectly. There we go. Fear not. I lied. It does look better than the old Nephilim. Yeah, sadly not that formidable. That's fine. Looking at this, people be like, yo! Yo! Alright, so first things first. We gotta check. Aesthetics and fleet colors. Done. Easy. Tick. Alright, so first things to note, though, is usual note for basically... I do actually remember the old one looked... well, it didn't look as good. Right, material, weapon restrictions left, it can experiment to improve effectiveness. Alright, so that note goes for basically everybody. Sub-object clipping or excess, so I believe... Let's see, do these have any... Ooh. Oh, they do. Okay, so that is a one-axis turret. What the... Okay, so it's, alright, it's got detection turrets. That is fine. Are all these things the same? Okay. Orange and green. What the hell? Dude's got googly eyes. Googly eyes, so orange, green. Okay then, so some vehicles are fine. This thing probably has stuff up the wazoo. Alright, so that is a 360 turret. Not controlled by AI. Can it move? It can move. We're all good. Don't worry. I'll fix that leg later. And same here. Ooh! I do like how the legs are different heights. Alright, so azimuth. It can move, but not by much. That's fine. Elevation. Kick. 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 Oh my goodness. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. Okay, I'm being silly. Alright, see more people Bay Barnes than North and Platono. Mostly because Platono's tag test. Yes, of course, it's not finished. The playground should be one of your signature canoes. Do we not have one of those? I don't think so. Both is pretty popular, but people get their... Barons of the North, okay. A few of which are tanks, which is interesting. If I had any steam for a stone light left, I'd make a much bigger version of this. Why is it doing the anime girl pose? It looks like it's like, gotta pee! My goal is to make mod campaign more played than original. Holy. Wait, what? A few of which are tanks. Wait, whoa, what is this? There's a couple BW canoes in the campaign, don't you worry. It goes for Platono to be more popular than neater. When did anyone say that? No, I made that up entirely. Right. Final boss craft after clearing all factions, Drakenson, Long Mark 42. I spread a lot of misinformation. Stop that! Okay. What do we got here? We got... What do we got here? 360 turret. That is very clearly moving. Let's see here. I trust orange. It's always worth looking at things. And so we go there. Is this clipping? That technically... Hang on a minute. Let's see here. That is clipping. That is clipping, like, very, very, very slightly. Like, hold on a second. Let's see. If we do this and this, that's not clipping, but... Yeah, it was, like, clipping, like, teeny tiny amount. But spreading misinformation is fun. Stop it! It does clip visually, but not by the rules of spinball clipping. Remember that if you stick a subject on a sub-object, it can, well, it can do things like this. So you can literally see it is inside the block. Gotta use it to say that I'm not being serious. But it's not, it's really effing not. Yeah. I know. Does he know? So I found myself tested in standalone to check for just that. Hold on, let me double check my friggin' rules. Let me check my... Oh, standalone! You mean when it wasn't on the thing. Got it! Okay, I got you. Okay, gotcha. I didn't quite click that you meant standalone as in not on another sub-object, right? Is that what you meant? Okay, let's actually go... That's the one time I need to look at the rules. Alright, so... The rotating's fine, 3x3. Jet angled, so there's a... So there's no excuse. Rip. Right, it is inside. Interesting. There's always some leeway for that. Okay, you know what? You know what? Fine. Oh no, I've made it sassy. It's got its hands like it's like, hi, what's going on here? I'm going to assume the other arm is a similar deal. Yeah, that's the same deal. It is the same deal. Okay, is that all the sub-objects? Why is there a spinny thing there? Alright, so... Yep, that's 2x's turret, and it's doing a flap-flap. Oh, right, that makes sense. And that is a 3x3 space. Very good. It's got the PID on there as well, nice. Next time I can pull down using the scripts to spin the turrets. Right. I got it. Okay. We are good. It checks out. Like, it's right on the edge of where you can comfortably be, but also the arms are literally just decoration by the looks of it. They don't do anything, so I need to fix... Sorry for messing with your thing, Orange. It's very beautiful. It's very shiny. Very shiny. Honestly, I'm fine with the Starlight Presence having its current green. Because, like, well, look at this. Orange makes it look good. It also has the main frame because I had no space left. Lol. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, resource settings. How you doing, boss? Doing good. Good. And resource, you have 30,000 materials. That might not actually... Oh, no, never mind. Hold on. So the total cost is 140,000. Okay, yeah, no, that's about right. Nope, resource levels are fine. Repair bots, do you have any? Nope, not on the mothership. How about here? Nope. Okay, so that is... Oh, what is it? That's orange. So... green. I build on you. Nope. And good. Good. Okay, now functionality and combat testing. We're looking at, like, bloody gorgeous stuff today. It's very nice. How many ships and guard did you make? There's loads of them in the faction list, and I want to be informed. I lost track. Yep, I wasn't... Honestly, we need a master list of everyone who's contributed to this, because by gum, there will be credits. Give me a sec, I can count them up. Oh yeah, on see what... Speaking of, let's just double checky. Now it's working! God damn it. Okay. Right, we're gonna deal with that later. Right, combat testing. We need that. Let us fling this against... Let's fling it against... What's a 130k Glacave thing? Not the engraver. Gearbox? What's the gearbox? Plummet. Alright, the plummet's a cram thing. Forgot about that. And missile interceptors, it has them. Oh, heat missiles. That's a problem. What is the armor on this? Very token armor. I understand this is going to be a bloody nightmare to make it. Well, we have no leg to stand on now. And this is going out of control. Alright, so what we can do... Oh dear. Let's check where the plummet is on here. Plummet has no notes. Interesting. Alright, so... First thing first. This thing... I think it'll probably be easier to make this more evasive rather than, like, up-armor it. So... Needs to be... I don't know how you'll do that while maintaining the aesthetics, though. That could be an issue. Whoops. Let's go here. What have we got to work with? Whoops. Whoop. Thank you. Why do people swear? That's the old puppet, by the way. Oh. Porter, I just got a mouse so I can actually play FTD on my laptop and use it for vacation. Yay! He's probably the worst thing to get hit with. Yep. Draw. That's the old plummet, by the way. Orange and a lot of stuff burns to the north. It is my only virtue. You have a lot of virtues. I forgot Strim. Hello, Elieval. Dang. Oh, it's the old ugly plummet. In Plutono, outright banned. What are we talking about? Players discouraged from using repair bots. Yeah. There was a moment where we were scrabbling for ways to make Stonelight harder. And so we said, okay, repair bots, I guess. And then we were like, no, that's a dumb idea. It's better to just ease up on the restrictions. Also, I just want to see here. Missile, this has missile interceptors somewhere. I don't know where. Like, oh hey, it's married! This Nephilim is married. Very good. Okay then. I could make it overweight or give it a larger chest for more front armor, but I don't think I will. Yeah, I think best thing to do... Combat distance is 2,000, but yeah. Yeah, I think up-armoring this isn't going to work well. Probably best thing to do is, like, you could stick more jets on the arms and legs. That could work. Needs to be faster and more evasive. Because just checking... Hold on a second. What is this arm actually being used for? Is there anything in this arm that's being used for anything? I mean, it's going to be like a pain in the ass, but it's possible. This looks so cool, man. I feel bad about half my craft. Yeah, we do get that feeling sometimes with looking at what. Please stop. Please stop rotating. Still cool. Shields. It has surge protectors on the feet. And it does have, you can see, there's planar shields on the front. Yeah. Boob armor? Oh, you just put massive titties on it and call it armor. I watched 3D rework the shade, I think it's called. Oh, nice! Okay, Nephilim needs to be faster and more evasive. Can add more thrust to limbs. That's definitely a sentence. Okay, what else? What else? Let's throw it against another thing, because that's funny. I actually anticipate that, like... What do you particle again? Like, what is this? Right there, charge time is 9.9. Scatter lens, yep, okay. And piercing. Aha. Thruster moving angle sub-vehicles, that's gonna be fun. Sub-vehicles, I love how it spins. It goes, you spin me right round, baby. Like, you don't have to do that. But yeah, this thing does need to be a little faster. I feel bad suggesting that, because this thing is bloody gorgeous. Wait, the wings. Oh wait, no, the wings are covered in, like, frickin' decoys. That's not a good idea. Can it beat the Almighty? Almost certainly not. Can you imagine just the Almighty showing up, with just, like, an entourage of these things? That would be terrifying. And cool. Right, I was meaning to give you your num-nums. But.
Listening.
Alright then, and spawn you in again. What is another 140 thing? Plummet. Doppler. Wait, no, this is the old Doppler by the looks of it. Yes! Yes, it is. Not the old Doppler. Planar. Ooh! This is one of my designs. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, so in case anyone's wondering, this is another one which Orange decoed, but like I made it, made the blueprint thing. Oh dear, the plane is distracted by the little bastards. Oh no! Oh no! That's bad. Are there missile interceptors on here? If so, where? Hold on. Nope, okay, hold on. Ah, interesting. Oh, the missile interceptors are on the Nephilim. Oh, I forgot about the Nephilim. Oh, it's beating the planar, that's really nice. I'm gonna put combat testing homeward against the plummet. Okay. Testing benchmark. Must beat the Cave. Plummet. Aside from that, I think that's it really. Yeah, there's not much improvement needed. Just needs to be faster, more evasive. What else? What else? Okay, no, it's got missile interceptors, so that's fine. Yep, that's basically it. It needs to be faster, more evasive, beat plummet. Oh, this is on fire slightly. How did that happen? The planar is losing horribly. Unfortunately for the planar's target prio is set up to like, oh, the missiles, they are getting in. That is a problem. Now we simply must see what is happening. Wait, do these things have ammunition? Uh-oh. Yeah, I think the plane is still gonna lose, but meh. Yep, it's still gonna lose. Alright. Well done, Orange. This is very good. I'm gonna beat my own tank with loads of heat missiles. Wait, did you make the... Hang on a minute. Did you make the plummet? Yep. You got it. Still bad at FTD. No, you're not. We are entering a stage where the quality standard has become unachievable for some... Oh, no, we've been at there for a long time. Accidental deployment is mine, but the one in the current test is the old one. Gotcha. And yeah, that's kind of the default with FTD custom campaigns. And remember, like, what I'm going with is I'm setting the standard high. That way, like, even if we don't quite make it, like, it'll still be better than it would be otherwise. That's a thought. And if it's genuinely too friggin' hard, the builder can always say, dude, I can't do it, it's too hard. And then if no one else wants to try it, that's when I have a go. And then if I find it too hard, that's when it's like, okay. AI target prio often gets trolled by health supplicants. Yep. Believe in yourself, we can all help you get there. What was Tungsten Cube saying? I think it can do semi-well against swarms with the fast pack and all. Yep. We are entering stage with the quality. Yeah, no, it's like, it's achievable. Okay, Nephilim. Right, Nephilim. What does the Nephilim do? The Nephilim just does what it do. Right, Nephilim. It's literally just functionality stuff, again. Because we're looking at a lot of cool stuff. Orange has been here, with decoration. Okay then, Nephilim. Just gonna put, wait. Need to put that there. Excuse me. Okay. Also, this is criminally underrated on the workshop. Like, everyone needs to look at this. Okay, whoops. Okay. So, put this here, and gotta remember to do this for the Anubis as well. Gotta remember to do this for the Anubis as well. And Orange, I know you're here listening. You do get the bog standard corporate message saying hello, blah 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 blah. Alright. Jolly good. Alright, so now I need to go find the friggin' what's its nuts. Okay. Temple of Anubis. Temple of Anubis, yeah. Temple of Anubis, yeah. Temple of Anubis. Temple of Anubis. The plane. How is the planer not dead? It's almost dead. Behold, spinny thing. Alright, notes. With the notes. This old man, he did dirt, he did dirt, beat do dirt. I hope it's not horribly jarring that I have music playing and I'm also singing a completely different tune. That wouldn't be horrible to listen to at all. No, absolutely not. Okay then, craft inspection going. Okay. Here we go, and we've done... It's time for coffee break. I haven't finished my second coffee. Oh no. What next? Locust Swarm. We're making good time today, actually. The most subscribed to platonic craft I could find was the SR Exaret. That makes sense. It's a pretty fighter plane. Pretty sure the Nephilim was also on the launcher for a day or so, yeah. The funny Moai head one made the launcher. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Feel like adding more thrust will be quite the challenge. See what I can do tomorrow. Thank you. What do you need help with? Thank you for the blessing. I'm very bad at making ships look good without sacrificing function. Oh, Tungsten Cube. We've all been there. Well, most of us have been there. Some people are annoying and they can make good stuff look good, like, immediately. Ooh. Also, the AI names are because they found Unity rich text at the time. Toasty Gamer, well done on the watch streak. Okay then. For example, on my ship you can get a black eraser. Manana Teke. Yeah, it's very much what I call a workshop plane TM. Fast, complex breadboard missiles, absolutely zero armor. Yep, people like that. Alright then. Yeah, the planer is having a bad day. Yep. I am tempted once again, as I do, to make like a piercing pack machine gun. Coughing very loudly, orange. What? What are you talking about? Nah, orange, were you always like, aesthetics from the get-go? Want me to make the bow for you? Okay, I need to take the ad break just to go stare out the window for a second. And next is the Locust Swarm. Main menu time. Whoop! Missile. Right, main menu time. Gonna finish my coffee and probably not have a third one. Don't need it. Gonna have a delicious vitamin water instead. That looks like piss! Okay then. I have no pop filter in front of my microphone, so this is just gonna sound terrible. Right, I'm going to vanish. And now I'm gonna put the coffee break on. Except it's a lie! I meant the start I made poop craft that looked poop. The annoying thing where people make things good. Then I made poop craft that looked rather neat. Now make okay to neat craft that look rather sublime if I say, yep, now you need some anime girl thighs. BW. No, I don't. What? I'm leaving. Just because of that, I'm leaving. Everyone blame Nightworld for me leaving. Okay, survive the ads, please. Be right back. I'm back. It's almost like if you don't have to boil the kettle, it's quicker. What are people saying? What are people saying? I almost hit the end stream button. That's incorrect. Ooh. Alright. Alright. It's gamer subs reference, yep. Makes sense with that because you could in fact have that in place of coffee. Why is the probability of PP showing up so high? Because it was promised to us 1,000 years ago. How does gamer subs taste? Because they're only most things small in general, like sugar-free juice. So artificial but largely inoffensive. In my opinion anyway. Damn prophecies. Damn these prophecies! Alright, let's go and Look at more stuff. Should have done that when I was away on my ad break. Okay then, what do we... Locust Swarm. Whoops. That was wrong. And this is a hard design, apparently. So, first things first, usual story. Lots of biblical stuff here, alright. I believe... What is this armed with? It's literally just particle cannons, I think. Oh, and a drill. How fast is this? The top speed is 97 meters per second. Okay then, well, first things first. For the fifth action of Plutano, my enemy sent at me Locust Sword. Oh, well done! That's Matt Hats who did this. No, lovely, good. They're all rough. They're all the exact same cost, so I'm just going to assume that it's all the same blueprint. Alright, some deco flickering right there. Alright. Flickering. On the back. On top, I should probably say. What else? Right, checklist. Grasshopper. Game itself has become my preferred method of ingesting caffeine, because I can't stand the taste of coffee and not a fan of tea either, so it's that or some kind of normal energy drink. I don't think there's any such thing as a normal energy drink. I like it as the same thing as the Capri with the AIs creating a sentence. That is really cool. That is really cool. Alright, checklist. Aesthetics and fleet colors. I see... I mean, the colors could be smoothed out a little bit. I believe... 1, 2, 3... No orange, so... I don't know, could use a little bit more fleet colors. Good out... colors with... Go and hold on. Let's see there, and use some trim. Some trim paint. Okay, there's that. Jolly good. Apologies, but you know what? I'm gonna do this because otherwise, we're all gonna get really motion sick, aren't we? Alright, transparent APS clips. This doesn't use APS resource settings. Let's see here. All of that looks good. Resource storage. That is all good as well. Auto propulsion. Does it use that? And resource settings, resource storage levels. Right, auto propulsion. What the hell did I just do? Alright. Alright, so let's go there. Nope. And... huh? Okay. Nope. And... nope. And... nope. Okay, good. What the hell, I got booted out of the Twitch app and now I have to watch more ads. This is bull crap. Oh. I just mean an energy drink you'd see on the shelves at a convenience store or grocery store. Monster, Red Bull, etc. Okay, gotcha. For once, this actually has a lot of green but no orange. Yeah. Both the crops are bug themed too, which is funny. True. Welcome to the modern internet. Unfortunately, you will be served out at any conceivable opportunity. These look like they are ancient, but the color CJE led me to believe it's a rather recent addition. Good point, actually. So... let's just go have a look-see on Dusty Workshop. let's go have a look-see. Locust Swarm by Blue Spark. Horrible screenshot. This was submitted last year. Actually, wow, this was updated June this year. Awesome. So yeah. Autograph slot. Ah, very nice. I recall some sort of something like that, or they were sort of getting a new version. Yeah, I don't think it's a new version. I think it's just the blueprint updated. Best looking grotto called the Sleon, and not only is it bad, it's still a brick. I'm trying to sneak into this facility, but the buzzing of the locusts in my ears keep alerting the guards. Don't ask me why Solid Snake lives in my head. He's there. Right, repair bots. Do you have some? Nope. I have repair tentacles though. I'm just gonna check. I am gonna be super lazy. Go on you. Repair. Nope, just repair tentacles. Jolly good. Okay. Alright, combat testing. Let's have a look-see. I mean, I think, hold on a second. Yeah, no, the Starlight Presence doesn't have a separate drone section because, well, all their stuff is technically drones. Alright, let us fling this willy-nilly at some kind of Clickave thing. It is about 256 materials, so let's find a 256, 256. Let's do the... let's do the wrench. Which is also a squad. These things are a little slow. Wait. Or are they? Oh yeah, these little bastards also repair each other, so that's a problem. Yeah, I think this counts as hard. These things should catch up to most things. Uh-oh. They are bonking into each other. There is much bonkage. And the fact that it has a drill on the front means it doesn't need to be driving fast to eat something. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Very good. Now let's see if the drones can, if the locusts can unstuff themselves and, like, target these little guys. How fast do these things move? Not fast enough, I'm guessing. Whee! How many locusts can you dodge? Although, I think bamboozling them into colliding with each other is probably a good counter. Never mind. Nom 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 nom. Okay, I love this. Yikes, they just... Well, they are locusts. Shouldn't have expected anything else, really. I feel like the melee pass could be perpetually on, considering they only take up energy when actually damaging something. Oh yeah, good point. I do like how they changed, though. So that's... I don't know. That's not a huge issue. Yeah, I really don't have many notes here. This, it's a melee craft, which means that, like, anything faster than it is going to troll it, but, also, if it keeps doing that thing where it, like, bamboozles stuff to flop into the water, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Oh, no, there's a reason that packs turn off. It's so that when they collide with each other, they don't damage each other. Like that, for instance. Uh-oh. Oh, gods. Horrible little bugs being all horrible and buggy. I know I give drills a lot of crap, but, Oh, one of the drones is AI dead, I think? Where are you? There you are. Oh no, that's terrible. Where's the fun gone? Oh, there's the fun. Behold, fun. Okay, I feel like the melee bag should just be virtually. I want to see like 2 so against one of the. Yeah, lots of melee crosses. So yeah, this is the melee stream. I'm gonna make a note of that. Okay, then. Melee monsters. And I've already done the thing with the Anubis, so hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, let's throw this thing against a big thing. There's actually something I want to do, and that is throw a swarm of these against the Blind Guardian. Because I think that'll be funny. Just one Blind Guardian. Nyom. 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 Actually, no, it would be a better idea. Is if we actually let these things despawn when AI dead, so... Stone my presence. Nyom. Nyom, 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 nyom. Nyom, 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 nyom. By the way, thrust vectoring on Blind Guardian. It's finally been fixed. That's not a spoiler because, well, well, it is. Okay, whatever. It'd be horrifying if this was realistic. Oh, yeah. I really need to make a flying drill mod. I do, too. Yeah, considering these things are bigger than a school bus, next stream is Blind Guardian versus every melee crafted with Tono. Probably not. Right, the only hope for the Blind Guardian is if these things all kind of just flop into the water a bit. Ah, it is... Oh, never mind. It's not outrunning them. Oh, no! Nope. Noms are not happening. That is the sound of the Blind Guardian running like hell. Because otherwise the locusts are going to kill her. No! No! Om nom 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 is happening. This is terrible. Fun fact, I was actually playing Nitro on easy just in my own time for giggles. And, yeah, the Blind Guardian can indeed survive getting rammed a lot. And now it's just lost the rear propeller. That's bad. Om nom 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 nom. Om nom nom nom. Om nom 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 nom. Ah! Except now you're making it go faster, you fools. Oh, this, I've gotten a lot better about watching my stuff get mauled. I'm no YouTuber, but I feel like posting them after the vid goes live would make the reveal a bit more impactful. What's this? Battleship on the Workshop, a spoiler for the new video? Kind of. Here's the thing. I like to do things ahead of time. And also, a lot less people see the workshop. The Space Mythological Fact still uses dirty canvas balloons. Yep, watching so they just sprout 20 balloons when it falls in the water is just funny. Yep. Wow, is the Blind Guardian actually... Oh my goodness, it is. Blind Guardian's... it won! It lost its entire backside, but it won. Okay, groovy. Let's throw this against cost equivalent, because to be fair, Blind Guardian was a little bit more expensive. What's another thing we can throw locusts against that's funny? Alright, so... let us through... And just for giggles, I'm going to put this on our colors. Yeah, I don't really have many notes on the locust. It works really well. Smooth that color. Yeah, it's just aesthetics, really. Just does fine. Locust swarm. Let's have 2 squads against a 500k Glacave thing. Like the... Not the specimen, what's it? The Lorentz. Backstop. Let's throw it against the Combine. Let's see... Let's see what happens here. And on Hawa colors, oh lordy. Soulless. Who will win? Me like bonk. Also, I think this thing is fast as hell. Yep, it is. Let's see. Melee Craft versus Melee Craft. Who will win? Oh no! The backstop is highly maneuverable. It's swatting locusts left and right. Uh-oh. Incoming! Nope, never mind. I think this thing reverses faster than the locust can drive forward. Uh-oh. Wow, the Combine is actually doing really well here. I'm gonna make a note that the Locust could be faster. Because they are a hard... Yep. Yep. Combat testing. Benchmark. Cost equivalent. How do you spell equivalent? Equivalent. Combine. That'd be a lovely bit of homework. Actually, hold on. Yeah, the Combine's lost 1% health. Nom nom nom? Nope, okay. We love plasma! Yay! Combine is a very strong craft. Straight, yeah, just like that one locust flying directly into the... Oh, wow! Also, that thing just committed harakiri on the side. Ate a barrage of diff APS, yep. I was like half joking, it may in fact be your best option. Wait, what? Emergency warp. Ah. Don't tempt me. Down, John, why you put that in my head? That now it's... I was also thinking for the Anubis, emergency warp, because, like, it would work. It really would. It would just work. Also, you're already generating electricity for the pack, so that works. Comment is very strong plot. That Locust just ate a barrage. Imagine the Kakave crew in that ship panicking as giant iron insects eat away their ship. Yep. It has a crap ton of energy and generation already, so might do it for us. Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. Good idea. I agree. Have the Temple of Anubis teleport. I think that's enough. Like, we got it. We got... See, this is nice. It's nice to have a stream where, like, yeah, no, there's not much wrong with these. They just do what they're supposed to do. Let's throw this against way too many commodities just for giggles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go forth! And we're gonna get horribly motion sick while I type notes. Now don't eat each other, you fool! No, you fool! No eating of each other! Okay, then. Da-da-da-da-da. And da-da-da-da-da. And if this loses against the... Aha! Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I think I love these things. These might be... I completely forgot about the Locust Swarm, but now I think they're, like, might be some of my favorite, Stone-like craft. They're just so funny. And just watching them go and just go... Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. In fact, I'm liking them so much I'm getting distracted from, like, scribbling notes. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. 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 Locust. There we go. Found them, sorry. Cheers. Okay then. Do we end stream early? No, we can do things like that. Word of wisdom. Remember to feed your locusts lest they ravage the entire world. Wisdom. Yep. Cannibal. How much working? They get left behind and dragged to the new position after. Hi there, what have we got? Hello, Sean! Good news with the stuff we've looked at today. Doesn't need a hell of a lot of notes, so that's good. And lots of melee craft, like... What have we looked at? So, there's the Temple of Anubis, there's the Nephilim. All of these things are gorgeous. And now the Locust Swarm. And we can look at a fourth thing. 2 statues and big hungry bugs. Yep. Are Glacave allowed to use warp tech? Yes! I think so. Hold on, let me double check my rules. There's literally nothing in the rules about warp, so I guess technically anything could use warp technology. Uh-oh. Very Egyptian-sounding day. Yep. Now that you mention it, yes, very Egyptian and biblical. So, basically, this is the Book of Exodus we're doing. Relatively has a warp drive, so I sure hope so. Okay, I need to paste stuff. Hither and thither. Okay, then. There we go. Alright, and go here, go here. There we go. And I spelled benchmark wrong. Benchmark. And need to respell benchmark. Respell benchmark, and we can look at one more craft today, so we have time. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. One to one guard to the other. Write that down. Write that down. We'll finish your ships first, or at least get them to the point we can do 99% complete. Locust, what are warp drives used for? Warping. To warp, duh. Be nice. Be nice. Since I'm an amateur at FTT and familiar with everything, but like 3 unfinished ship with the main system shape, what should I try building get better? Build small. Like, one of the best ways to get better at From the Depths is practice building things which are very small and compact, and try and get them to punch above their weight, so to speak. And that will force you to prioritize what systems you put on, and will force you to be efficient in whatever it is you put them on. Because building, it's a common new player thing to build like gigantic, horribly inefficient craft. Speaking as someone who still occasionally builds giant, horribly inefficient craft. But yeah, build small and compact, practice that, and you will get a lot better a lot more quickly. Now build a $5 million dreadnought that loses to a tier. Yeah, that's what people do. I've done that. Teleportation, yeah. Singular purpose. Warp is indeed very inefficient. Yeah. One twin guard to the other. Yeah. Alright, let's check what's next on the spreadsheet. On the delicious spreadsheet. The next thing on the spreadsheet is... Alright, Dark Phoenix, we've already looked at that. The Aethon. Alright, we can look at Snake. Great, so just to show you where we are on the spreadsheet. So we've just finished looking at all the thruster craft. Well, the ones we have anyway. So there's 2 things being reserved over here. John McFist has got a godly in mind that will get finished one day, I suppose. And Random Top Hat is doing the boss craft. So I don't know what the progress on that is, but just as well, it's like, I don't know. It'll happen if it happens, and if it doesn't happen, I'll just have to do it. Remember old Singularity. Yep. Okay, thanks for the invite, guys. You're welcome, yay man. Dang. No, don't do the boss craft. Okay. Why not? Oh, but maybe I wanted to. Alright, let's find the Aethon, which, as I recall, is a funny flying snake. Like, going along with the Basilisk. Wait, no, the Aethon's one of mine designs. I remember now, it's the bird. It's the bloody bird. Okay, where's the Aethon? Let's find it. And it's in the... where is it? It's in the aircraft section. Need to re-log in, and I'm pretty sure that the Aethon is just... I have never updated it, so... probably... Also, I like how we just got a friggin'... You deserve some main menu time, chat. You've been good. Alright. Starlight Presents. Planes. Aethon. There's me. And... Hold on, let's go. Starlight updated. Planes. Whoops. Oh, hello. Huh. Oh. What the hell? Interesting. Alright, that was easy. Let's just go there, and we have enough time to review one more thing. Craft is made of metal. Alert. I mean, I guess if Borderlands didn't get my poorly written joke, technically we have been good. What horrible joke did you do? What should I ban you for, Night World? Just kidding. I'm not gonna ban anybody. Unless they actually do something bad. Alright, Aethon, SP Jet. Yay! Whoops. Wrong. Yeah, this silly little guy is... Yeah! Yep, this is one of mine. Alright, so, usual story. Hell, I could fix this as I go today. Yay! Water hydrate. Thank you! Go pee. No! Also, no green orange. Very true, very true. Wow! I've been such a hypocrite. I've been such a hypocrite in saying, like, oh, you need to use all the fleet colors. Look what I've done. Look what I've done. Oh, boy. Alright. Okay, notes for myself here. And I can literally fix this as I go. And we might as well, since this isn't a very big design. Right, just going to give myself a note. Alright. Maybe not. Let's type all the notes first, and I can fix some of them if we have time. Alright, first things first. Use all the fleet colors, and I think I do want to convert this into alloy just to be a little bit tougher, and yeah, alright, so this has no sub-objects at all, so that's good. Material storage, 24,000, the cost is... Actually, it's got a bit much material storage, could cut down a little bit. Yeah. Could use slightly less material storage. Down on material bridge. Down to 15k off of cost. And what else? Whoops. Transparent APS clips, doesn't use APS. Resource settings, resource storage levels. Resource settings. Yep, all good. Repair bots. Does it have any? Did I ever update? Nope, no repair bots. Alright. Straight to functionality and combat testing. Burb. The guy to pull the black and yellow is too strong, apparently. Give it flappy wings. You know, we could. I could give it flappy wings, because actually those wings, all they're doing is, like, increasing drag a lot. Now think about it. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Wadamina, sir. Also have CJ craft with a lot of shields and HA in front, can't lift up, and many did. How should I strategically reduce weight but somehow keep armor? I'm not the best person to talk to about flying bricks, but, HA in front and maybe did. So, one thing you can do, I suggest reverse engineering Grey Talon and Scarlet Dawngrot to see how they do it. And you can kind of cheat with that, in the sense that if you have enough pitch control, you can still concentrate all the armor at the front, because if the custom jets get shot out, you're gonna, like, friggin' fall into the water anyway. What is the wisdom? That was kind of wisdom. Speed in itself is good armor. Yep, add more combustors to the CJEs, maybe. Yeah, basically, if you have enough custom jets on a thing, you can get away with any part of it being, like, wacky in terms of weight. Also, thrust vectoring is very handy for that, so breadboard is good. Not sure how much I can recommend that. Alright, so Let's have a look-see here. This has no spaced armor. It is very fast, though. Do I want to up-armor this thing? I could slap a plique on the bottom, I guess. Stick a plique on bottom as token heat protection. There we go. So let's combat test this thing. Let's fling this against... And now I'm gonna... Oh, right. We can... Yeah. We can change the ion colors. Change ion colors to fleet colors. Yeah! Also, we could duct tape missiles onto this thing. We should probably do that. How's its ammo access? Yeah. Wait, are the... Yeah, so decoys are just here in the tail feathers. We could make those wiggle. Yep. Make... Yes. Alright, so make decoys on... Make tail with decoys move. How many Right, this is mostly combustors, so... Jet generator, that's just for the decoys. What else? Tail with decoys move. Flappy. Or at least... Flappy wings. Trail gens. Yep, trail gens would be a good idea. Small CV, more power gens than large ones. Add bird feet to put them on. Ah, yeah, feet. Feet. Good idea. Flappy wings. Feet. Generators. I like how this is my design and now everyone is saying, suggestion! Also, thrust vectoring the thing making the exhaust tilt. Yep. Ask Frost for this. He specializes in this. Also, hold on. What did Beaver saying? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's combat test this thing.
Listening.
The Aethon is a medium design. Let's throw this against some kind of medium-ish design. It's about 37k. Let's throw it against the nail, which is probably going to end badly for our friend here. So nail took basically no damage. That laser does very little damage. Yeah, I think sticking incendiary missiles on this thing would probably go a long way to making it better. Because this thing has smoke, yeah. And this is, by the way, this is typical Autobite's craft. Way too little firepower, way too much emphasis on evasion or armor. Which is why it takes a million years for my stuff to kill things. Alright then. More weapons. E.g. incendiary missiles. /P missiles. Right, combat testing benchmark. Combat... Sorry, this is very nauseating, probably. Combat... testing benchmark. Combat testing carve a nail. Nail. This thing has not taken any damage yet. What the hell? It is beating the nail just very slowly. Even zero compressor CJs is still pretty efficient. If it does attack runs anyway, you can change the lasers to have a longer charge up. True. Guys, how do you create different areas in the ship load or organization of fleets or types of ships? I don't know what you're talking about. Ship loader. What do you mean by ship loader? Do you mean the build menu? Because I literally, like, what the hell is all this? I literally never use this. It's really not necessary. Wow, we are actually beating the nail. Okay. Must kill it faster. Cave. Alright, we need to find a thing. Oopsie daisy. Never mind, just removing the note I had. Yeah, no. Death spiraling, that's not gonna go well. Yep. There's a valiant effort, Aethon. Alright, so there's that. Let's throw it against another thing. I want to see how well it does against the atom. Or the observable universe, sorry. Because I think this thing does have some limited ability to fly into space. Right. Damn, this thing is gonna kill the observable universe. Alright, I'm going to, make a note here. This thing... Nah, it doesn't really need to fly into space. It is engaging. It is successfully engaging the observable universe, so that's nice. Actually, no. I'll make it fly into space. Observable universe. Need to be space worthy. Why? Because I want it to be. Okay, I just fat-fingered deleted my deco railing. No, no! Did you confuse Adam with observable universe? Yes, and I can explain how I got them confused. Because the observable universe, oh dear, the observable universe is tiny, like an atom. And the atom is really big, like the observable universe. And it's just, just really funny that those two things, are different like that. Anyway. The Pinor, he asked for a custom command set of Zuza. Gorlock used them and thought it was some sort of mod at the time, though. Guys, where do you load graph? Okay, never mind. Did you... The phallus is a good thruster graph to coffee. Pinor... Yeah, okay. So there's that. Let's throw it against another thing. 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 What do we got? Alright, observable universe, nail. Actually, this thing is supposed to be... What's a plane? Let's throw it against the Sympagic, which is... Alright, so the Aethon is a medium design. The Sympagic, I believe, is a hard design? Don't actually know. Sympagic is a medium design, so it should be able to beat it, but it probably isn't going to. So let's go here, load in the Aethon. Actually, I think the Sympagic is like... That's going to be the old Sympagic, I think. Damn it. So if we throw you here... I believe I have the new one here, because this got updated at some point. Updated, planes, yep, there it is. Dominion. The Aethon is really fast, though. Wow, it also turns on a frickin' dime. Wow. Wow, alright, so dogfight time. It's very good. Ah, Is the Aethon actually winning? It is! Do not commit Harakiri into the ground, that's bad. Yeah, just having those decoys in the tail, not to toot my own horn, that was a pretty good idea. Also, Simpagic has no smoke. This fight could take a while, though, so this is still very much a little note. This thing's dodging particle cannons. What the hell? It's always fun considering to say he updated the universe. Yay! Death Panic did a little bit of trolling with the names on purpose. Nice. The Aethon. Yeah, this one. What's the universe fits? I mean, how do you create the folders in Lotus Saver? I don't know. You know what? That's a good idea.
Listening.
Alright, you know what? Let's experiment. Oh dear. Hey, I did. Must have been hit with the EMP. Alright, so that's Project. Glicave Simpagic. Simpagic. Glicave Nail, Observable Universe, Simpagic. There we go. Well then. Alright, let's experiment with that a little bit. Get out of here. Alright, so if we go here, I think what you can do... Let's experiment. So, Aethon, to list of favorites for the building bar, you go there, you go here, misc. So, right click to edit, one line of full description, and you put it in, there we go. You go plain. Alright then, and... Okay, jolly good. So there we do that, and there it is. And then the center of your field of vision. So you go here, 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 and there you go. In the designer, it just spawns them in like that, but I think in the campaign... There you go! Hey, we figured it out! I remember. I accidentally clicked the emoji thing at the top. Super tiny bottom of the... How do you even use the CC editor? Good question. With great difficulty is how. Small new folder button. Yep. The folders in the loader saver. Alright, so for that, you see down here, tiny little folder. Thank you, Duker. Yeah. So if you want to create a new folder, you just go click there, and then there we go, we got a new folder. And then we're up there, and you can load in there. I'm just going to delete that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's gone. There we go. Are you drinking blood? No, this is a Barocca. It's a vitamin drink. So yeah, this is the berry-flavored version. So this is, I hope, food coloring. See you, orange. Okay, we've done good here. I don't need to put this, the notes for the Aethon on the workshop. And I've got some work to do, apparently. There's actually... I just realized, out of all the craft food review today, the Aethon has the most notes on it. How about that? Oh, that's funny. Alright, Aethon goes here. And I need a little to-do list for myself. For all the craft I have to fix. Because once we're done with this round of inspectionating, that's the next thing for me, is I need to go and go through all my designs for this and just fix them as according to my notes, which is going to take... It means there's going to be a lot of building streams, which also means that's time for people to update their blueprints as well. Berry, it's blood. Make the laser bit of tongue or something. Yeah, could do... Oh, thank you for saying that. Flappy wings, feet... Laser tongue. I could also put that on a turret. That could work. Trail generator. Laser tongue. World's worst superhero. Laser tongue. Alright, so Aethon. And bookmark. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Alright. Please enjoy the main menu for a little bit. While I type rating stuff. Imagine Bodan becomes so famous he has to drink every 30 seconds and continue ramble about FTT wisdom. And there's some wisdom. Alright, so one wisdom is, so these vitamin drinks are... They are just jammed full of vitamins, that's, I believe, derived from algae, of all things. This is not a replacement for food. The primary reason I drink this is because it helps wake you up. If for whatever reason you shouldn't have more caffeine, it's just a vitamin spike. It's also, hilariously, cheaper than sugar-free soft drinks and probably more healthy because it has less artificial sweetener in them. I have finally come around on the artificial sweetener thing, by the way, because I literally have a doctor tell me, no, they're not good. They screw with your insulin levels. So yeah, do the CC crafts have laser dazzlers? Not that I can remember. Some of them might. Oh, no one's streaming right now. Shall we go find a new person to stream? Let's go find a new person to stream. To stream. I mean raid. Right. Alright then. Nips. Nope. Nope. Interesting. Okay, nope. I don't know from the... I'm... Oh no, I'm the only one streaming from the depths. Oh no. Oh well, we'll just end the stream then. All good. Alright, do the season... Probably should add them for the hardest faction. Yeah, probably. Okay, no raids today. Everyone's asleep. Which is fairly reasonable. Alright, take care everyone. I will see you next week for more Strem. We're getting through there. Alright. Oh, hello, Monster Kicker. And also bye. How does this amphibious tank move? Propellers. Question answered. Bye!